In this video, in the Cloud Pak for Business Automation, we're going to show you how to check the status of your deployment of your pattern or service. At this stage of the process, you've already installed your cluster, you've deployed your Cloud Pak for Business Automation, and you've deployed your service pattern to the cluster itself. And what we're going to show you now is how to check the status of that deployment, as it can take between 3 and 6 hours for deployment depending on the pattern you pick. At this point, we've already done our deployment, and we need to figure out how we can figure out the status of the deployment. The easiest way is to run the -- help command of the service script in the Cloud Pak for Data directory. This will give you a list of options that you can run to figure the status of your deployment. Since we did a starter pattern, we're going to run the -- starter status command. And this command will go out and query the cluster in the deployment to figure out which components are running and which are not running as of yet. If you want, you can put a watch-c in front of that command, and it will run in a loop every 15 seconds, giving you an update. This will be a time lapse because this process does take almost 3 hours to complete, but you'll notice from the top to the bottom, we give you information of the cluster, the Cloud Pak, and any messages within the deployment at a high level. Then, based on the deployment options that you picked in the order that they get deployed, you will see them go from a not found to a not ready to a ready to a successful. Once the status command comes back and all of your components are in a ready state or a successful state, you're ready to access your application. The easiest way to figure out the console links and the passwords is to run the -- help, and it will list all the options you can do to figure out connection information. In this case, we want to look at the starter console flag so we can see all the URLs and IDs and passwords to connect to our components. When I run this command, it will come back and list both my IDs, my passwords, and all the connection information I need to access my application. From this output page, we now have the connection information to connect to our applications. You can click on the links and use the ID and passwords to connect to your application component.